Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. RSX Squishy here, bringing you another video. This video is best quickscoping tips for Modern Warfare. Now, I've personally been sniping since Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, which is about 12 years of experience, so I do have a lot of knowledge with this, and I do have a lot of tips that I don't see other YouTubers or other videos put out there. Now, if you can, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that crap YouTubers always say. I know it's annoying to hear, but it really helps out my channel, and it helps my channel get pushed out to the YouTube algorithm, because it's not that big yet. That's what she said. But yeah, I want to get more subs, and I want to be able to do more videos and do this full time, because I don't want to work or go to school, and I'm having a quarter-life crisis, and I don't want to join the military. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so tip number one, you have to have the right class setups and attachments. So I always run the SPR as my primary. I run it with the ZLR ASP barrel. Feel free to pause the screen. TAC laser, Solo Zero sniper scope, XRP, SP light stock, and the Lapua 338 mag. You are going to get the most one-shot kills with this weapon. But it's not a weapon that you want to really use for long range, because you are going to get a lot of hit markers with long range. Usually when I want to do a more long range sniper, I have my Kar 98 with these attachments, so again, feel free to pause the screen, or I run an AX50 with it. Usually on a smaller map, if it's like Hard Hat or Shoot House, I'll most likely be running this setup here, again with overkill and then amped. That way I can swap between weapons faster. An ELD and then throwing knife and stim, those are my personal choices. But if it's a bigger map, you're going to see me running with this setup, which is going to be using the AX50 instead of the Kar 98. I mostly run this setup with the AX50 because the AX50 gives you way less hit markers. I get a lot of hit markers with the Kar 98, so just make sure you're aiming above the chest when you're sniping. If you're getting too many hit markers, just remember to switch out to the AX50. But the trade-off is that the AX50 doesn't scope in as quick as the Kar 98, so you kind of gotta be mindful and pick either or, but either way, you should have fun with both. Alright, so as far as the settings go, in terms of layout preset, you want to have it on tactical, and that way you can go crouch, prone, and slide with your R3 button, and switch your melee button to the circle if you're on a PS4 controller. It's going to help you out so much. Inverted vertical look, I have mine on enabled because that's what I got used to playing with. Dead zone, I always have mine on the lowest that I can, which is I think 0.1. That way my controller has no dead zone. I bought mine pretty new recently, so that's why I have it on there. Stick sensitivity, I have mine maxed out at 20. I recommend that you guys start off with whatever you're comfortable with and gradually build your way up. Once you build your way up, you're going to be able to 360 people and turn on people really fast, and it's going to help you overall be a better sniper. When you have low sensitivity, you're limited in so much in terms of what you can do, so you definitely, if you're starting off like on a 10, 12, or 8 or something, once you get warmed up and comfortable in the level that you're playing in, make sure you, every time you play, move it up 1 or 2, and then that way you can gradually move up. As far as the low zoom ADS multiplier, it doesn't matter because that only applies to like regular weapons, it doesn't apply to snipers. High zoom, however, you want to also kind of like the normal sensitivity, build it up lower. So this is when you're scoped in and you're moving your crosshair around, how fast it moves. So once you have, or the higher that you have it, the more you'll be able to drag on people, which really helps you out in terms of getting some drag scopes sometimes. It's helped me out so many times, and I notice people that have it lower seem to struggle more. Now it does make you a little bit less accurate, especially at long range. But find your comfort zone. I'm really comfortable at 1.79. I'm probably going to build mine up to like 1.9 or something. Aim response curve, there's 3 different ones. Everyone swears one's better than the other. I play on dynamic just because it sounds the coolest. Controller vibration, I have mine on disabled. It's going to fuck you up. This is a really important one. Aim assist, you want to have precision. A lot of people say that focusing is better or standard is better. It's all bullshit. Precision, if you're on controller, is the best one. All the other settings here, feel free to copy them. I have my, also this one is important, my auto sprint. A lot of YouTubers will tell you to have it enabled. Do not have it enabled, because when you have your auto attack sprint and you're on your attack sprint, it takes longer to scope in. So if you're trying to quick scope, it's gonna actually mess you up and cause you to die more. So you do not want to have your automatic sprint turned on. That's a very big tip, and I have not seen anyone actually mention that. So it's very, very important. Listen to me, don't listen to anyone else, pretty much. Alright, so as far as tip number 3, make sure you buy a back button attachment if you're on controller. So if you have a PS4, you can purchase this back button attachment. It's usually like $20 at Walmart, or you can find them on like eBay and Amazon. I kid you not when I tell you it's going to improve your game by like 69% minimum. But pretty much what it does is you're going to be able to have your jump button on the back and your weapon swap button on the back of your controller, so you won't have to remove your thumb off the joystick as you're playing. And what that does is, because people that don't have a back button attachment, anytime they have to jump or swap weapons, they take their thumb off the joystick, off their right joystick, and then when they put it back, they have to center it really quickly, and if you're in the middle of a gunfight, it can pretty much be the difference between you dying or you winning that gunfight. And when it comes to quickscoping, being able to, for example, like on here, do a 360 while keeping your right thumb on the joystick is going to help you immensely. Running around corners like here, doing those kind of drag jumps, you won't be able to do those if you're not having a back button attachment. And it's, again, like I said, it's only 20 bucks. I'll put a link in the description to some. But it also avoids the need to buy like a scuff controller or something. A lot of people will tell you, oh, get a scuff controller because it is it's gonna improve your game. Honestly, I spent $40 on the back button attachment. I bought some grip for my regular PS4 controller and some control freaks, and it's just as good as a scuff controller. You don't need to spend over $100, $200 on that. So I'll probably leave a link in the description for that back button attachment. But yeah, definitely get one. It's going to improve your game immensely, especially if you want to quickscope. Alright, so tip number 4 is center your screen. One of the more advanced tips that I don't see a lot of people mention is to center your screen. Now, what I mean by that is always have that white dot in the middle. Kind of have it where you're gonna be aiming or where an enemy is going to be. One of the harder things, especially when you're getting started in sniping, is that a lot of people have their screen down and it makes it harder to drag onto somebody. Right here, just like how you saw there, I kind of anticipated an enemy to be in that area, so anytime I need to quick scope, I could just scope in and then make a minor adjustment. People have the camera down like this, which a lot of people do that because in that way they can see more of the screen and what's around them. But then when there's an enemy in front of them, it becomes much harder for them to actually snipe in and quickscope. Last tip here that I have here is practice. And I know it might sound dumb or whatever, but if you can get at least 20 minutes in, or before you actually go into your regular matches, play like 2 or 3 games combat training with some bots. Use those exact same setup and settings that I've told you about earlier. I guarantee you it's gonna help you out a lot. Once you kind of get into the groove of it, run that overkill class and get comfortable with not having any SMG secondaries or any AR secondaries. That way you can kind of get better at it. Practice 360 here on enemies, and then adjust the difficulty of the bots as you see fit. But doing this is gonna help you out immensely, especially again if you are a beginner quickscoper or sniper. Once you get a little bit more comfortable, then venture off into like a I would say like a free-for-all, and then in team deathmatch. And then once you get comfortable enough, if you play search and destroy, I would say do that. But leave search and destroy more near the end, because you only get one life, so it's obviously a little bit harder. The skill level is usually a little bit higher. And then usually with all your teammates watching you, if you suck or if you're not that good yet, people are going to talk shit to you. And yeah, it becomes very discouraging. But nonetheless, I hope you guys liked the video. I'm probably going to make a part 2 with tips and another video for Cold War quickscoping. Any questions, just feel free to leave them in here, or any suggestions on what other tips I can include for my next video. And then for my last tip, if you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, you actually get better at quickscoping and your schlong gets bigger. So again, thank you for watching if you watched till the end by now. This video did take me a while to make, so yeah, leave a like, comment, whatever, and see you on the next one. Good night.